So I'd like to start off by giving you a background about CompTIA. No? So, but before I formally start, I just would like to share with you what CompTIA is all about. CompTIA is Computing Technology Industry Association. We've been advancing the global IT industry, and one thing that I can share with you this afternoon is that I believe that those who have participated in this cybersecurity event is in the right track, because based on our studies or research that we got, no, it seems that the IT industry is really booming, and it's really progressing rapidly all over the world. In fact, it has progressed up to 6.5 trillion percent. I'm sorry, 5.6 trillion. This 2021. So this is a great opportunity for everyone who would like to go into IT or who are now in the IT industry business. I think you're on the right track. Congratulations for going into IT, because I believe that this is now the sunrise industry, as opposed to other businesses who are having problems in terms of their businesses struggling at this point of time because of the pandemic. But one thing for sure, the IT business is really progressing very rapidly. So, well, primarily one of the main reasons for this is that the IT is everywhere. I think we all know that everything is powered by IT. It's already powered our way of life. We cannot go out of the house without if we leave our cell phone in the house, then we have to go back, because we have to stay connected most of the time. Also, what's the main reason why the IT industry is progressing so fast? Because also of the fourth industrial revolution. It's more of going to virtual. It's going to mechanized virtual altogether, and it's also helping out in terms of this gadgets are all interconnected together, powering the manufacturing industries, even in the medical field. No, I think even on the services like this Cafe X, sooner or later we'll be seeing that there'll be no more baristas, no more cashiers, no, because of the about robotics, and this is something that's already coming out. This is a cafe in San Francisco. Ang barista is a robot, okay, and almost zero manpower, no SSS to pay, no pag-ibig, no leaves to pay, and yet everything is working efficiently and effectively. So this is something that we can look up, that there'll be, according to McKinsey report, but in 2030 there'll be about 350 to 400 million jobs that will be lost because of robotics. So this is something that we have to be prepared of. And those who will be given the chance to pursue and continue their job are those who have the skills, the knowledge, and the background and the foundation. So even driverless cars coming up. So this is something that this is the future. No? So we have to be prepared for that eventuality. So at the end of the day, it's all because of global digital transformation, because IT is everywhere. There's billions of interconnected devices. And one thing that's going to happen really is that with the coming of 5G, there'll be more demand for IT security, because of the fastest download. It's easy to access the internet. Then this 5G ability is not only fast, that it will even be covering more areas. So right now 4G would just be able to cover like 100 to 200,000 subscribers. 5G will be able to cover more than 1 million. So imagine the transformation of the it's going to be digitalized almost everywhere due to also IoT and cloud computing. Well, by the way, cybersecurity is one thing that I'd like to focus on this discussion. But nevertheless, before I formally start with cybersecurity, please check on the chat box. I have sent a link for you to, there's a cybersecurity quiz that I posted on the chat box for you to join. And for those who will be able to answer correctly and the fastest, will be able to win one CompTIA Cybersecurity Plus exam voucher. And not only that, it will come along with an official CompTIA content, the learning materials. So I hope you'll join this cybersecurity quiz. So after my presentation, you can also check on that, and then on February 23, we'll be able to announce the winner, the sole winner. Okay, and also before I further proceed, I'll be joined by our regional director for Southeast Asia, Dr. Charles Singh, and he will be somehow giving us his forward or closing remarks after I end my presentation. So for cybersecurity, many businesses throughout the world seeks the improvement of on the IT skills front. This is really something that this, the next big thing, no? It's a sunrise industry, and they're now looking at security and cybersecurity as the most sought after global certification. In fact, right now in the US alone, there's already a shortage of cybersecurity professionals. There's even a job opening for about 1 million IT professionals in the US alone. So you're all on the right track, and for attending this event, I think you're focusing on the opportunity that will be a dream job of the future. So these are the things that many businesses throughout the world seeks improvement on the IT skills front. However, not all will be given that opportunity to become an IT professionals, because still, you know, based on the international summary, the IT skills gap are on the rise in the IT workforce. No, it's a concern by the business and the international businesses. No, and it's very high. It's 86%. It's their top priority, because sometimes it's not only about what you have learned, what you know, what foundation you have. You must be able to adapt to several platforms, not only one platform. So this and the IT skills gap, that's a major concern of the industry right now, of the corporation, of the enterprise. So this is one thing that we can address later on as I present to you about the CompTIA product offerings and global skill certification. So this is what I'm talking about according to the 2020 Global Information Security Workforce Study. So these are the problems right now. There's a big cybersecurity professional skills gap ongoing. So it's very important that you have the skill and the knowledge to be able to get that IT job role. Now, with regards to the IT security, why it's becoming an in-demand right now, at the end of the day, it's about human error. It's really a threat to the IT security right now. And it's about 52% factor in security breaches. Let me just share with you a previous cybersecurity hacking that happened here in the Philippines. I think this was about 2 to 3 years ago. I don't know if you were able to follow that that problem. Cybersecurity, it's a $80 million heist by hackers, no, coming from the Bangladesh Central Bank. So I think you were able to follow that Senate investigation that happened. Even RCBC was put on the spot because they were also a privy to that transaction. So, you know what happened with that $80 million cybersecurity breach? It all started from a Bangladesh Central Bank employee who was bored. So, because I read the article, how come there was a breach? No, what happened? Who got bored? So what he did is to click on his social media, and you know, and then it happens most of the time that it came from an unknown source, and he was able to click, you know, a link that the hackers were able to penetrate. So, so to cut the story short, it's all about sometimes it's, at the end of the day, it's a human error. That's the main reason because of that can happen, no, with the cybersecurity uh, uh, problems that we have. So, as you know, if you're able to follow that game show, that the weakest link, which means that you are as good as your weakest link. So this, even if you're able to have the top cybersecurity personnel, no, in your department, but if everyone are not aware, there's no cybersecurity awareness program, then there could be a problem that might happen. So these are the top 5 human error sources. It's somehow 40% goes to end user failure to follow policies and procedures. So it's very important that in your company, you must be able to have that cybersecurity awareness program, including the policies and procedures. General carelessness, failure to get up the speed on new threats. No, you have to keep up. You have to step up. No, because they're evolving. The hackers are also evolving. Lack of expertise on website applications, IT staff failure to follow policies and procedures. So indeed, this is the skills gap that happens, no, in the workforce. There's an effect on the lower staff productivity, lower levels of customer service, lower sales of profitability, insufficient speed for new marketing, insufficient cybersecurity, inability to keep up with competition. So this will negatively impact the business because of this skills gap. So this is something that where we need to focus on, improve and develop our IT personnels to narrow the IT skills gap. Now, also what's behind the growth and the IT skills gap is that right now there's a although a while ago I was telling you, I was sharing with you from the McKinsey report, which is a globally respected and world-renowned researcher. They said that by 2030, there will be about 350 million jobs that will be lost. Because just like one bank, from 50,000 employees, they were able to reduce it to only 5,000 employees because of robotics process automation, because of new technologies. No, so a lot of jobs could be lost. But nevertheless, the opportunity is that because of this new IT infrastructure, the smart cities, transportation systems, IoT, big data, 5G wireless, cybersecurity surveillance, and renewable energy, these are big opportunities for all of us. So definitely we can be a part of this. However, as I mentioned a while ago about cybersecurity, from 2014 to present, even the big companies in the US, they're suffering from big company images, no, because of cybersecurity breaches. So this is something that I'm presenting as a statement of the problem, that there's really a wake-up call for all the companies that they must strengthen and fill that skills gap that everybody's having problems right now. Actually, that it's not only about the private enterprise, even the government is affected. You know, and sometimes we say that you cannot fight City Hall, but I don't know if you're able to follow that article in the U.S., Maryland, I think, city government, and what happened is that that City Hall, they were able, hackers penetrated their system, and it was not able to, they weren't able to counter the threat. So what happened is that uh, it has affected their daily operations. They were forced to pay the hackers. So there's no such thing anymore as you cannot fight City Hall. Okay, so because this is real, no. So cybersecurity facts, trends, and codes. Cybercrime will become a 2.1 trillion problem started in 2019 until today. It will continue to increase. Uh, in fact, why are there so many hackers as of this time? Because sometimes it's easier to hack and earn money than to rob a bank. So this is something that's emboldened them to go for cybercrime. So, well, again, as mentioned, because of the complicating factors for security is the growing organization of hackers. So greater tech interconnectivity, sophistication of security threats, greater ability of hacking tools, rise of social networking, volume of security threats, more reliance on internet application, continued use of legacy systems, challenge with security expertise, consumerization of IT. So these are the complicating factors that affects our IT security issues and problems. So we're seeing really big issue is the data loss leakage, growing growth of concern as an international summary for most of the top IT security concern, hacking, okay, social engineering, and the likes. Actually, why data loss? As they say now, that data is the new gold. It's the new diamond. So that's why most people are and most hackers are looking for data. No, so that's why there are more hackers that are looking forward where they can get more data so that they can sell it and then enjoy uh, uh, the business side of it illegally. So what security issues are we facing? With still the web application attacks of 24%, malware at 19%, application specific attacks of 19%. So these are the top three. So again, since this is a cybersecurity event, these are the top technology priorities: security, cybersecurity, data storage backup, and network infrastructure. So again, I'd like to reintroduce CompTIA. CompTIA is Computing Technology Industrialization. Our company is based in Chicago, US, with advancing the global IT industry for the last 35 years now. We have supported 7,500 premium members worldwide. We have partnered with groups of ICT schools worldwide, and then we have certified IT professionals in 150 countries. We have certified close to more than 2.7 million IT professionals. I'm proud to present to you that CompTIA is the worldwide leading provider of vendor-neutral IT certification. It's created by the industry for the industry, which means that we are relevant, regularly updated, internationally recognized. So what's separating us from other global certification is like we are not vendor specific. We are vendor neutral. If I have to give one sentence or statement about CompTIA, CompTIA is the worldwide leading provider of vendor-neutral IT certification, which is international standard and industry standard as well. This is created by the industry for the industry because we are a non-profit IT association. So whatever we generate as a revenue, we flow it back to our research and development to give all our certified members the best industry standard curriculum and foundational skills. It's job role led because whatever we create, whatever courses that we have created in reference to job role, it's not like we pluck out of thin air. This is the new CompTIA certification that we would like to launch and offer, but everything is job role led. Also, why vendor neutral? Because CompTIA is a multi-platform certification. So we provide foundations for the Linux platform, iOS platform, Windows platform, and Android platform. So it's like, when you are CompTIA certified, you'll be multifaceted. You can have multi roles. It's not only one specific um, uh, s- skills that you have. No, it's more of like it covers all potential platforms that's needed in the work environment. That's why it's the world's leading vendor neutral IT skill certification. So as mentioned, it's created by the industry. We always seek out if there's a need. It's an industry-wide task analysis, and our curriculum and training was created by subject matter experts all over the world. We normally evolve every 3 years. We continue to update, and we are ANSI ISO accredited. So we have certified, as mentioned a while ago, 2.7 million already worldwide. So our certification is it's focused on methodology, technology, and concepts, and also it provides foundational skill set. No, in fact, if you've been to Cisco Academy and if you check on their website, they recommend that for those who are taking the CCNA, they recommend that you go through CompTIA's A plus and Network plus before going to CCNA, because based on their observation, those who have undergone the foundational skills of CompTIA, two things that have is the result. One is that they they have more confidence in taking the exam because from what I observed, for those who are taking the certification, sometimes they don't have the confidence, so they put it up, they procrastinate because they're afraid that they might fail. But one thing for sure with CompTIA, it gives them confidence to take the exam immediately. Aside from that, there's a good passing rate or average for those who have the foundational skills of CompTIA before going into the higher certification. In fact, I'd like to mention also that most industries are now looking for CompTIA certification because according to Mark Milton, at the end of the day, it boils down to certification being international recognized credential. If you can put that on your resume, you'll have a competitive advantage over individual who doesn't have it. So based on also our survey, top certification to get you hard, wherein you have PNP, CCNA, MCP, ITIL. The top 3 slots were occupied by CompTIA, starting with A+, Security Plus, and Network Plus. But it seems that on the latest trend, Security Plus is now the #1 top certification to get you hard. Why is it so? Because the top 5 benefits of CompTIA IT certified staff. They are better able to understand new technologies, more productive, more insightful problem solving, better project management skills, and better communication skills. By the way, we are proud to also inform you that in the US, which is our biggest market, even the FBI, the Department of Defense of the US, I'll share with you a mandate and directive later on about the Department of Defense endorsing and mandating CompTIA certification. Like if you're handling any IT job role, you must be certified with CompTIA certification. So it's not only that, even here in Asia, like Infocom Media Development Authority of Singapore, they look forward. I mean, the Singaporean citizen can reimburse 90% for CompTIA training exam that they paid because they highly respect the CompTIA certification. Even in Thailand, no, in DEPA Thailand. Also for corporate organization, let me also stress that CompTIA as a non-profit IT industry association in the US, even like Cisco and Microsoft, they're our members. Apple, Fuji Xerox, Kizira, the big vendors, they're a member of CompTIA. Sometimes they sit on our board. And also we have academic partnership programs as well here in the Philippines and worldwide. So again, this is the pathway that I would like to share with you. I'd like to highlight this. No, so for those who are just starting, we have the core skill certification, starting from IT fundamentals. If you have zero IT foundation, you can start with IT fundamentals. Going for technical, for A+, you can learn the hardware, software, foundational skills, and then the network plus, security plus. Now, you can go to a higher certification like Pentest, CISA, and our CompTIA Advanced Security Practitioner, which is the pinnacle of our security training and certification. So for Pentest, sorry, let me start with CISA. for our size, it is something that you might really want to have that skill, no? Because this is something I think and I believe it's a really a requirement that there must be somebody who knows or there must be a cybersecurity analyst, because one of the major problems right now of malware is that it can go into your network undetected. So sometimes it's like a thief that come in and out of your house, that you don't know that he's getting things that you value, which you are not aware of, because this is what malware can do. Unless that you have a skilled and certified IT professional with a cybersecurity analyst that will be able to analyze why is this guy looking into this secured files. So they'll be able to analyze that and put a clamp on it immediately. Pen test, we term this as penetration testing because we don't like to use ethical hacking. At the end of the day, it's still hacking mindset, no? We are looking for a penetration tester because I think this is another much in demand IT skills, not only here and abroad. Let me just share with you again another experience that we have in terms of massive hacking that happened way back, I think about 6 or 8 years ago with our Comelec. In fact, I'm sure you've heard that our Comelec stands now for Comelix, because there was this, just a college graduate who were able to penetrate their system even with the expensive firewalls that they have invested. But this college students was able to penetrate their system and was able to compromise our data. All our data were already compromised, because if you're a registered voter, then your data has already been compromised with that common leaks that happened several years ago. When they were investigated in the Senate, the problem was that even they said that we have the firewalls, the expensive firewalls, but again they were not able to have this type of skill, the penetration testing. Okay, so CompTIA Advanced Security Practitioner, these are for project directors, executives, no? So as mentioned a while ago, we have the Department of Defense Directive 8570.01 mandate and CompTIA, which requires government employees must have the foundational level knowledge and skills to perform IT job roles anywhere in the world. So it's mandated and required for CompTIA skill certification. So one thing about CompTIA is a performance-based assessment. It's really something that there's simulations, no? So that you'll be more, there are critical analysis that will be taught and learned, and it's part of the exam certification. So it's not just a one level, you'll be a multi-dimensional level. You'll be able to analyze, troubleshoot better issues about IT cybersecurity concerns. So it's performance-based question. It's not only a question all about multiple choices, but there'll be performance-based questions. That's why we are the most preferred, CompTIA is the most preferred skill certification, because of that ability to analyze and become more productive and be able to troubleshoot properly. I'd like to share with you another story. About 2 years ago, I went to 4G Xerox. I presented to the vice president about CompTIA, and he said, Orly, you don't have to present about CompTIA. So, and I asked why, and he said, I asked 2 of our technical staff to undergo CompTIA A+ training to one of your authorized partners, and after 6 months, we promoted them already. And I said, well, how come, sir? Why? Because after taking the CompTIA A+ certification, they've become more productive. We have gotten good feedbacks from the customers, and they were able to troubleshoot most of the problems better. So they got this promotion. Also in the US, I presented to a project director of PLDT. So when I went there to present, and he said, Orly, I know all about CompTIA already. And I said, how come? He said, I was in the US for several years, and sometimes most of our countrymen would asked me to help them out because he was an executive at that time. And those who are having financial issues at that time, it was asking for a raise. And he said, you better get certified with CompTIA because when you're certified with CompTIA, your pay grade or you can request for an increase for about 50 to 100% adjustment on your wage, on your compensation because you're certified. So many businesses expect the importance of IT certification to increase over the next 2 years. Actually, in the US, companies like Oracle, companies like Facebook, Google, they no longer look for etc. Amazon, they no longer look for a 4-year course. So what they're looking now is skill-based, competency-based capability and ability. So if you have the certification, even if you don't have a 4-year college degree, you can be considered for that major position that they have open, so long as you have the competency and skills that they require. But right now, companies are still having a hard time filling up. As I mentioned a while ago, there's more than 1 million IT job openings in the US. US alone, no? I'm not even speaking about Europe, Middle East. No? I believe that it's the right time that you have attended this event, cybersecurity event, because we see a big growth on demand on cybersecurity analysts and security plus. And the good news here is that we have just recently updated and upgraded our CISA Plus and our Security Plus. So take advantage of our new Security Plus 601 and Cybersecurity Analyst certification, so that you'll be able to land that dream job role that you're looking forward. At the end of the day, right now, if you would like your resume to be at the priority list or to be shortlisted, because now managers value IT security certification at 80%, very high requirement. So because at the end of the day, what they realize based on their experience that CompTIA certified employees are more knowledgeable, they have job proficiency more quickly and perform at a higher level. At the end of the day, since you're all here gathered at this cybersecurity event, I'd like to recommend you all to go for global certification. One is that you will have more confidence. That's very important. Number two, you will have credibility as an IT professional. Number three is also for your career growth. It's very important for you as well. So we have the roadmap all covered up. So you can try to inquire from Sitesfield, our authorized CompTIA partner, on how you'll be able to get this roadmap, the CompTIA training certification. They're more than happy to assist you. They've been our credible partner for the last 3 years now. So for those who are attending this event, again, it's all about jobs and opportunities, not only here and abroad. So I'd like to share with you some we just got this from the net, some job openings like Accenture, they look for CompTIA A+, it's a requirement. Like Sykes, when they have this job opening, one of the biggest BPO here in the Philippines, it's a must when you have CompTIA A+ certification. Even Aboitiz, a local company, it's a requirement. In Japan, because it's worldwide, even in Japan for IBM, they're looking for Network Plus and security. Lo and behold, Microsoft, they have their own certification in Japan. When they had this opening, they're still looking for CompTIA certification. That's how they highly regard CompTIA certification as well. This is also in Japan. Fuji Xerox in China and India. So Microsoft India as well, they look for CompTIA certification, even in Vietnam. So strong in Southeast Asia and Singapore, strong requirement. Again, Microsoft in Japan, Booz Allen Hamilton in Singapore, Taiwan. So when they have this opening, they look for CompTIA A+ and Network Plus, HP Taiwan. So actually right now, I believe that you can even apply online for some of these job opportunities, and you can be given a working permit, a working visa, even in Korea. So all over the world, not Thailand, Indonesia. So just to name a few. So so many, so many opportunities, job opportunities for those who have the certification. Expect that you will be able to land that dream job role, including the perks and compensation. I don't know if you're aware, in the U.S., CompTIA certified professional is offered at compensation of 85,000 US dollars per annum. So that's close to 5 million pesos in a year. That's the compensation of those who are certified with CompTIA. So yeah, this is the median salaries, no, for those who are in the IT occupations with global certification. So I'm sure there's also students here that have attended this cybersecurity event. I would also like to share with you that in Malaysia, even if you're just a newly graduate and if you're certified with CompTIA, you'll be given a higher compensation job offer. So this guy, I'd like to share with you, he's Lakma Chan Ahua engineer from India. He was a father of four, struggling financially. So he took the CompTIA A plus and then applied online with Best Buy in Canada. And he was able to migrate to Canada, including his family. So he's now a manager at the Best Buy in Canada. So you'll be able to get their certification. So you'll have your certification number. Anywhere in the world, you can use this certificate, and you can part of your resume when you apply for a job anywhere in the world, because CompTIA is globally accepted skill certification. Even our local doctors, local attorneys, local nurses, PT, even if they pass the board, it can be accepted anywhere in the world. But for CompTIA global certification, they are accepted. So you'll be able to get this badge, this ID, when you are certified with CompTIA. So as I'm closing now, the benefits and advantages of CompTIA certification is that we are the leading provider of vendor-neutral IT certification. We are globally recognized. We have more than 2 million certified IT professionals around the world. Top certification to get you hired, ticket to higher salary, better compensation, validate your IT skill set, paving the way for career advancement, and 13 certifications with more in development. So we're here to narrow the IT skills gap. All you have to do is learn from site skill, get certified, and get dream job role or work for the students. By the way, I'm just going to through this more quickly because of short of time. Again, we have this program called Self Master Learn. You can learn this at your own pace because we also have online learning, and you can also take the test because of the pandemic on online assessment as well, remote testing. So we have the official CompTIA content. You learn by doing, so that you can also take the practice exam to prepare for the exam and get certified. So you'll be able to get all these benefits, no, when you are CompTIA certified IT professionals. So we have the best credentials we were acknowledged in the US, and we have the trust mark. And on the right side is our CEO, Todd Terbodu. For several years now, we're given that trust certificate. No?